I've really been wanting to do this for quite a while. Outbreak Prime, this new exotic pulse rifle introduced in Rise of Iron, versus Crota's End, the old raid from back in year 1 in the Dark Below DLC. This thing, it came with some very interesting results against Crota. I'm not going to say what it is just yet, you're going to have to see. It's interesting, it's not reliable. If you want to do Crota's End solo, the Gjallarhorn's your best bet. But I do have an interesting strategy with this weapon. This is probably one of the most fun things to do in the fucking game right now, using the Outbreak Prime against a swarm of thralls. What they do is if there's any AoE damage or anything like that, they cower and they don't attack. Because when you get headshots with this thing, it releases nanite swarms which track enemies. So when that happens, if you kill a thrall, headshot, they all get scared and they all try and run away from the, as you can see right there, the nanites. The Death Singer was a little pain in the butt because there's so many knights, so many hollowed knights that they take a lot of damage. And yes, you release the Siva swarm when you do consistent damage to an enemy, but really it's when you have 5 knights coming at you and acolytes which are ranged, you know, it's gonna be a pain. So Smoke Grenade was my best bet here. I already did some damage to her. I finished her off with the nanites, and now it's time for Crota himself. I did mess up a little bit here, you know, it happens. Crota's End is definitely an interesting raid design-wise, but I can confirm from right here, this gameplay, the Outbreak Prime cannot take down Crota's shield on its own. You're gonna need some assistance, whether it be a fusion rifle, whether it be a rocket launcher, and it's disappointing definitely, but there's still a way to do this fight without using too much heavy ammo. So the first thing I tried after those failed attempts was using the Titanium Orchid, which is the Iron Banner heavy rocket launcher. I have tracking on it, tracking and cluster bombs, but I'm using tracking first. It's my first, you know, kind of test. So Outbreak Prime, keep firing it, nanite swarms release, fire a rocket launcher at it, goes down. But this isn't consistent. Sometimes he goes down, sometimes he doesn't. It depends on how many nanite swarms release. I also decided for the shits and giggles to try and use my sniper rifle. Now I realized I didn't reload my rocket launcher, so I was like, you know what, why don't I try Outbreak Prime with the sniper. Have the Outbreak Prime do consistent damage, release the little nanites, and then fire 3 sniper shots into him. You know, that should take his shield on, right? Well, it looked like it for a second, but I was wrong. He ended up regenning his shield quick, so that doesn't work out either. So the other clip that I showed you, he went down when I used my rocket launcher with tracking along with the Outbreak Prime. In this clip, however, he does not go down. To my surprise, I was expecting him to go down. He didn't. So after that, I decided to switch to cluster bombs, which had better results, obviously. Now, he doesn't always go down, so this way isn't very consistent. Plus, you might not get as much damage as you want off on him because you don't know if his shield is going to go down. So right here I show you how cluster bombs works. I fire cluster bombs first, then I use Outbreak Prime to take down his shield, and then go up there and fucking slam his face in. Now yes, you can use 1 Gjallarhorn shot and then any shots from your primary, but I definitely found this to be interesting and I really like this. I'm probably gonna do this strategy more often than not because it's fun. The Outbreak Prime is just a fun weapon to use. Next thing I'll be testing is the Gjallarhorn against Atheon, Crota, and War Priest. If I find a group to do Vault of Glass and King's Fall, then those will be there. Otherwise, I'll be doing Crota with the Year 3 Gjallarhorn, the whole raid, beginning to end. And in that, I mean, like, I'll use the Gjallarhorn to kill the Sword Bearer, I'll use the Gjallarhorn to take down Crota's shield, the Death Singer, you know, I want to see how strong it is for the whole raid and see if it's indeed still in its prime.